Artists, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This one's kind of special because it is the summer solstice. We're halfway through the year. So these readings, this spread of mine is going to be about your energy of the last 6 months and how that's influencing your path, your creative path now, and what you need to know about it. So happy summer solstice, and let's get started. So this reading is for Aries, whose correlating major arcana card is the Emperor. And we have the Artist card here to represent you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite creativity. So Aries, we are going to start this reading with the Muse deck. Then we're going to go with the Light Seers and then the Creativity Oracle. In this first row, we're going to ask what energy from the past 6 months is now fueling your creativity at this moment. Second row, how is that energy influencing your creative path? And third row, what about this energy needs to be explored in depth? And then we'll ask Source what else they'd like to share with you. And we're going to use Moonology, Star Seeds, and the Astrology dice just to get that much deeper. So let's look at this first row for you and find out what energy from the past 6 months is now fueling your creative path. Ooh, you got the 10 of Wheels. Very interesting card here. So as you can see, it is on any aspect of this wheel that you could be, but being right at the top, right? Perhaps you are just winding something down and are beginning to think about what's next. So, this is just the way life goes. So the endings of one thing, coming around and beginning another. I just love the Moonology on this wheel because you can see they are just coming around month to month, and here we are at the summer solstice, which just happens to be around the new moon. So let's take a look at the cards of truth. Ooh, we got the 4 of Clubs here, very nice stable card. And we got the Lady, which is going to help us receive this message in the best way possible, in the deepest way possible. She's going to help me bring that message, and she's going to help you internalize the message. So let's look some more at all of this actually, because like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is you just living your life and coming around to a new cycle. So let's think about this 4 of Clubs in relation to that and how that is fueling your creative practice at this moment. So it's stability. It is architectural. It's 4, so that brings about that connotation of the stability of 4 walls. It's Mercury, so it's communication, and the club suits in the cards of truth is air. So communication and air, and yeah, I suppose it could be community as well. Maybe that wasn't a slip for me. Maybe that was a message coming through for you about your community and the stability of that in your communications with your peeps. So yeah, it's a common sense kind of card. It is also relates to the Hierophant. So in that case, you are going to be all about old school knowledge and how you bring that to the table, how you resource and access that life knowledge that you have. And being a cardinal sign, you are one to see the bigger picture. not just about yourself, which is very secure in your sign, whether this is your sun sign or your rising sign. You have that within, that you are just this intuitive, passionate, self-ruling, direct action kind of personality. So very, very lovely to see that you are having such a strong and solid base here that's you're coming off of, and which is fueling the next leg of your journey. So let's go to the second row and see how this energy is influencing your creative path. Because we never know about that, do we? I mean, it might be the stability, maybe that you're uncomfortable with it. I don't know. So if that is the truth, if that's what you're feeling, where you like being in the busy mode, that the downtimes are really kind of uncomfortable, the Four of Clubs indicates that you could be tired coming off of this closing out of something, or you could be obsessed with it, or you could have delusions of grandeur. It could be any of those. It could be that you're overworked. But let's hope that you're receiving this on the better side of that message and feeling very secure and ready for some new inspiration, and that what you're just finishing up is to your satisfaction. So let's move on to the second row and ask how this is creating your path at this moment. All right, so you got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this means that having a bit of trouble seeing the value of something. Knights are messages and messengers of messages, and Pentacles, of course, is about your finances, your skills, your talents. It's about the Knight being there for how to hold that value of what it is that you're creating. Maybe it's time to find a new value in what you're doing. Maybe through this last 6 months energy, you've really come into something nice of your own. You've made this big realization, and it's time to step into that new self, creating something a little bit different, bringing that energy into your art now. So let's see what the cards of truth have to say. Well, you've got the Three of Spades here. Not the easiest card in the deck. This one is really finding your true grit. So yeah, there's an upgrade happening here for you in your skills and talents. This is about you being put to the test, really. It's Mars energy, and in the cards of truth, it's fire energy. So this is a lot of strength for you. That's the other card relates to in the tarot is the strength card. So it's one of the most difficult cards to get through, because this is really being challenged about something coming out of left field, really. But it's also that test as a gift from Source, that you're ready for it. It's an opportunity for you to step forward into having some opportunity to better yourself, and in a right living kind of way. It's a spade, so it is about finding a remedy or a cure for whatever ails you, but it's also from Spirit how to be, well, acknowledging, I suppose, would be a better way to put it. Acknowledging and being completely honest about where you are with yourself at this moment. It's the only way that you can get to the essence that you need to pull yourself through and get into that true grit and find what that is. Oh, and you got the clover card, so that's lucky. You are going to be able to do it. Very interesting. So you're just coming off of something. The wheel is taking a spin. This top person is sitting on the new moon, which is exactly the timing that we are at the time of this reading. Summer solstice. It's big. It is all this energy from the past 6 months that you've been working on. It's brought you to this really stable place, but Source is going to rock your boat just a little bit there because there is something more to be discovered. Yeah, cool. All right, so let's go down to the third row here and ask, what about this energy needs to be explored more in depth? Accomplishments, interesting. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. That is a very interesting card to get here. Let's see what the cards of truth have. You got the 6 of hearts. This is the artist card. This is like you being at the top of your game. And the locking key. Wow, so your clue here is remembering your accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. So this true grit thing is maybe you are questioning just how far you have come. Maybe you haven't quite realized how far you've come. And you are going to be put to the test about that. That is so cool. Aries, this is such a great reading for you. I'm really pretty excited. Wow. Now that's the kind of test you want. For you to realize just something really big and beautiful about where you are right now on your path. So let's find out what else Source would share. Let's roll the dice and see what else, where in your chart you might be looking for this. All right, so we've got Gemini, we've got a moon, and we've got the 6th house. So Gemini, Mercury energy, it is communication. Now this can be with yourself as well as other people. So this could still be something about a community and how you find your stability within that community, or it could just be you in your own stability. So yeah, mentally, physically, how you feel about something. All right, so yeah, looking at things from a diplomatic way of thinking. Moon energy, this is you, your inner self, reflecting your outer self because the moon reflects the sun. So yeah, very interesting here, Aries. This is out of like a really deep inner acknowledgement of something that's going to take you a giant step further in the next 6 months. And in the 6th house. So this again is more about your peeps. It is Virgo energy. It is about having your ducks in a row. It's about feminine, and it's also about Mercury. So there's something here about communications. Clearly, communications about your inner self that needs to be acknowledged. That's that true grit that's coming around for you. Because the 6th house is all about your health, your service to others. It is how you go about doing that, being with others. So I'm really getting the message that it's twofold. It is you understanding this newfound stability in what you do with your skills, your talents, that right now it is kind of a blocked energy that you haven't seen just how brilliant, if I may, this new thing has become for you and how it's going to be received, because this is the recognition from an outside source. So I can see this community really coming around, expressing their thoughts on what it is that you are doing. Whatever tweaks you're making to your art is really, really the key to finding more success in this. Wow. Really very nice, Aries. All right, let's move on to see what else we've got here. So the very nice star seeds. Meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation that is speaking directly to that true grit card and finding out exactly, acknowledging exactly what you need to know about your accomplishments. Wow. And disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out, in and out. So that's another timing. You've got so much moon and Mercury energy here, lots of it. So certainly pay attention to the moon cycles. New moon looks like a new moon, but it's about a halfway through there. This one's nearly full. And yeah, wow. So watch for those in your chart and transits. See what's going on in the 6th house for you in your birth chart and the transits, and how everything is matching up. You can read your horoscope, your daily horoscope, and that might get you some more information too. Well, Aries, I certainly hope you enjoyed this reading, and good luck to you in the next 6 months for the summer solstice, and I will see you next month. Thank you so much for watching.